You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and Beautiful fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for July 21st through August 1st. Looks like Luna is in a coma and Finn is very suspicious of something. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following, reach down, click subscribe. Let's get right into it. Monday, July 21st, Grace is suspected of something because Bridget is grilling Grace at the hospital about why she signed off on Liam leaving right after he had thoracic surgery for the gunshot wound. So will Grace tell Bridget about the experimental surgery she did, which I call dodgy, or will she sit quiet and see how it goes? Finn knows about the experimental surgery, but Grace may not know that he knows. Steffi and Hope are very worried about Liam still, but it looks like he is going to wake up on Monday because Bill and Liam have a serious talk. And of course, Bill's going to tell him, look, tumor's gone. You've got your life back. Grace did a new MRI. It's a miracle. And it sounds too good to be true. I think we'll find out that it is. Meanwhile, Luna is revealed to be in a coma. Now, this spoiler came from a reputable source, like really unimpeachable. However, I haven't seen it on any other of the sites that also get the info straight from the network. So I'm very curious about this spoiler. I will say Lisa Yamada is still in the credits right below Jack Wagner and just before new credits showing Ivy, Beth, and Kelly actresses are back for this week. So it looks legit. I'm sharing the spoiler with you, but I'm taking a wait and see attitude because every now and then this particular reputable site, and again, I'm not going to name them, has a spoiler that other people don't. And it usually happens when bold stuff comes out late. So I'm taking it with a grain of salt, but I also never thought that she was dead. I thought Lee was lying. So watch for that. Tuesday, July 22nd, Nick is wooing Brooke and getting full on romantic with her, but she's still holding back just a little with Nick, and the reason why comes out on Wednesday. Meanwhile, Eric has this big talk about life and love and potential. And the trip to Italy for the Forresters is confirmed. And it looks like Eric has got some plans to not mind his business while they are out of the country. On Wednesday, July 23rd, this is the reason that Nick is not getting a full-on yes from Brooke. When Nick is making these romantic overtures, it's because Brooke gives Ridge one last chance. She's given him kind of an ultimatum, and it sounds like Brooke tells Ridge, look, break things off with Taylor, end this engagement, don't deny our destiny, choose me. Ridge, I expect, is absolutely going to say no again, and that is going to be what has Brooke deciding to go ahead and move forward with Nick, and things are going to get really romantic for them while they're in Italy together, but they're not in Italy yet. Also, Ridge and his brother Nick get really aggressive with each other. I don't expect them to get physical, more of a war of words, but we all know Ridge and Nick don't like each other, but Ridge he can't really come down hard and act jealous about Nick with Brooke because that would put Taylor on edge, but obviously Ridge is really bothered. And speaking of jealousy, Daphne is back from Paris and it really takes Carter by surprise. I'm sure Hope will not be happy about this, but she knew it was coming. On Thursday, July 24th, Taylor suspects that Nick joining along on the trip to Italy the Forresters are making is to make a play for Brooke. And of course, Taylor's got to want that to happen. Now, this is just not Nick following along. Marone Industries is headquartered in Italy, so it's actually happenstance that Nick is in LA, not that Nick would be going to Italy. Plus, Eric gets emotional as he issues a warning to Ridge. And I'm sure, again, this is Eric saying, don't turn your back on on Brooke. Don't deny your destiny. End this thing with Taylor and embrace the future with Brooke, the woman you're meant to be with. Eric's matchmaking. We all know how stubborn Ridge is, and I think the more that Eric pushes, the more that Brooke pushes, the more Ridge is going to dig in his heels. Everything's changing, though, in Italy. Meanwhile, Steffi bonds with Liam over his near-death experience. I will say at this point, I think the shooting was what almost killed Liam and not this cancer, which, again, I really am starting to doubt wholeheartedly. While Steffi visits with Liam this week, Sheila and her 8 toes drop by the Spencer mansion to visit Liam. Sheila is on her crutches and shows them both her new foot situation. I don't think she can probably wear flip-flops after that because she was really upset when Deacon told her she lost another toe, and when it was all in a bandage, so she was asking which one, and he said the long one. So I think flip-flops are probably out for her. That would be I'm a flip-flop girl. I wear them almost all year. So Steffi and Liam look very uncomfortable when Sheila is showing off her new toe deal to them. On Friday, July 25th, Steffi gives Sheila a reason to be hopeful and optimistic. So this visit with Liam that Sheila makes to check on him post-shooting could actually open the door with Steffi so that Sheila may actually get to see her son Finn. She may not be totally cut out of her life anymore. We'll see. Nick and Taylor have a talk this week before the trip to Italy. She suggests something to Nick. I'm sure Taylor is all in on Nick wooing Brooke. Meanwhile, Finn has suspicions about Grace. Yes, and I do as well. That $1 million miracle surgery seems dodgier by the day. Also, the week of July 21st, Ivy's back and thinking warm thoughts about Liam, getting nostalgic about their past. I would love to see Ivy and Liam back together. I've been excited since she came back spring 2024. And that was before the jewelry line stuff. Remember, Ivy had lunch with Liam, told him she was still into him and kissed him, and Steffi was being kind of hostile about it. Brooke talks to Eric and Ridge about Nick coming along on the trip to Italy, and Liam gets a visit from both Kelly and Beth Spencer, his daughters, this week. It's not clear what the parents are going to tell Kelly and Beth since Liam's got a head bandage, Liam's got a chest bandage, so they can't pretend that nothing happened to Liam, but at least they don't have to tell Kelly and Beth that their dad is dying. The week of July 28th through August 1st, we are going to see those Italy on location episodes. Those are going to run for a week and a half from Monday, July 28th through Tuesday, August 5th. They shot in Naples and Capri. We will also see Genji back, the B&B intern, who is played by Brad Bell's son, Oliver Bell. Watch to see Nick really turn on the romantic charm while in Italy. He got a boost from Taylor, who encouraged him to go for it, so he's gonna. Nick's company, Marone Industries, is headquartered in Naples, Italy, and Brooke, Ridge, and Eric all wind up in Naples as well. Ridge has some sort of incident that changes everything, kind of like the keyhole moment the last time he and Brooke were in Italy. So Ridge is in an accident of some sort, and in the end, he winds up realizing Brooke is the love of his life he's meant to be with. We know the accident involves Ridge ending up in the water. More spoilers to come on that soon. This epiphany is going to be the end of Nick's chances with Brooke and the end of Taylor's shot with Ridge and the end of their engagement. Brad Bell said Brooke and Ridge will be together forever after this.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.